Now to the Green Chambers. The Minister of Finance, Edun, and his counterpart in the Ministry of Budget and National Planning, Atiku Bagudu, has assured Nigerians that the high cost of living in the country is being addressed. Central Bank Governor Cardoso and the Chairman Inland Revenue Service, Zak Adedeji, joined the ministers to highlight the fears of Nigerians that the current inflation at the sectoral debate organized by the House of Representatives for the finance sector and stakeholders on the current cost of living in the country. Correspondent Nabuchi Kenabuchi sent in this report.
It was a gathering of Nigeria's financial gurus who made a rare appearance at the lower chamber of the National Assembly to make clarification on the biting hardship facing Nigerians caused by the skyrocketing inflation across the country. It is an open truth that the country's inflation rose to astronomical level due to the gap between the US dollars and the struggling local currency, the naira. These open truths and its resultant hardship on Nigerians caused the briefing of lawmakers at plenary by the managers of the Nigeria's economy. Expectedly, the officials gave almost synchronizing account of the situation and assured of government's plan and effort to rejuvenate the fledgling economy. The coordinating minister for the economy, Edun, and his budget and national planning counterpart, Atiku Bagudu, were emphatic when they heaped the abysmal performance of the economy on series of uncoordinated and unproductive policies of previous administrations over the years, which they said spiked current inflation in the country. They, however, assured that things will improve in many other sectors with the government's renewed hope agenda, just as they called for calm, confidence and faith in the effort to turn things around for good.
In agriculture, if we need to stabilize the economy, two things need to happen. Inflation needs to be tackled. The governor of Central Bank has said what is being done. He has announced his targets for inflation, and the fact that inflation targeting will be a key element of the strategy, which is right because they're in charge of the targets of monetary policy. But in addition to that, when you look at inflation, a large element is food inflation. In fact, food inflation accounts for 33% of the consumer price index.
The challenge does not come unanticipated. We reckon with global challenges that are impacting us domestically, and we reckon with the transitional nature of some of the measures that we have taken. And we know that they will have some impacts. But there are compensatory mechanisms. One of it is to support domestic production, particularly one that we are most familiar with, 36 states of Nigeria plus FCT. Agricultural production is a major component, and as well as other activities for which infrastructure, for which funding has been generously provided in the budget.
The exchange rate of about 1,500 to $1, no doubt, is the biggest concern of the Central Bank of Nigeria. At the moment, the Apex Bank seems embattled as it beams light in search of solutions. This, the bank's boss Cardoso said, has been of concern to him and his colleagues. He told members of the Green Chambers that the CBN is working to bring lasting solutions, especially to bring down the inflation rate to 21.4% through improved agricultural productivity and address the exchange rate volatility. Like the CBN governor, the chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, Zak Adedeji, allayed fears of perceived increase in taxation, but assured that strategies are on to revive the economy for more positive results.
We are aware that the twin challenges of inflation and exchange rate depreciation on our economy are daunting. However, they are not insurmountable. Monetary policy actions are sometimes inhibited by transmission lags. Nonetheless, it is expected that the policy measures implemented by the bank will permeate the economy in the short to medium term.
Just 1 more minute, sir.
Inflation pressures may persist, albeit temporarily, but are expected to moderate significantly by the fourth quarter of 2024.
We have the target for this year, based on the approved budget, to collect 19.2 trillion, which is 7.2 trillion more than what we actually collected this year. And given this economic condition and with the promise of Mr. President that we are not going to introduce additional tax, we are not going to increase any tax, considering the situation and welfare of our people.
Their submissions seems convincing though, but the House of Representatives, which conveyed the meeting in the first instance, does not want to leave anything for chances, a reason why they insist that the stark economic realities facing the country must be confronted squarely to bolster the nosediving Nigerian economy and ameliorate the sufferings of the citizens.
We must adopt to address the multifaceted challenges that confront us. Through synergy, we can align our strategies, consolidate our efforts, and amplify the impact of our initiatives. In the face of global economic shift and domestic challenges, it is clear that robust reform measures are not just beneficial but imperative. We are at a pivotal moment where the decisions we make and the policies we implement will impact the lives of millions of Nigerians.
Nigerians have heard the plans. What remains now is the implementation to end the current inflation and sufferings. Government must hasten up before it's too late.